Yo, yo. Today, let's get stupid in Rocket League today. Let's not do everything we know we're supposed to do. And let's let some of the dumbasses that play the game experience the pain of how they're playing. The directory must be empty. I don't know what to tell you, Epic. You're trying to install Rocket League in the Rocket League folder. You would think that they would be smart enough to say, hey, Rocket League's already installed on this device. I don't need to install it again. But for whatever reason, Epic wants to install Rocket League where Rocket League exactly is. That's fucking weird. Alrighty then. I mean, I guess whatever, Epic. If you want to store or reinstall Rocket League on top of Rocket League, I guess that's your prerogative. Just don't take forever. As soon as I learn the alphabet, I canceled the install to see what the hell was going on, and now Rocket League is disappeared from my library? What the fuck? I mean, it's free to play on Epic. I can just grab the shit back, but what the fuck has actually happened? Hmm. Jesus. Whew. Anyway, past the stupidity of everything, this is why I hate having multiple different launchers for the same shit. You really don't need all of that shit. If all of these game companies were fucking smart, they would all just throw in the one master launcher and then blow steam out of the fucking water. And then split everything evenly. And then eventually just force Steam to submit and add their fucking shit to there. But, you know, Epic tried to put up a good front, but Epic unfortunately takes way too fucking long to load. Steam has to go through a small update process, but then boom, you're in it, and everything is opened in front of you. Epic, it takes for fucking ever compared to Steam's load times, so it's already docked points, at least for me personally. Then, when I get into Epic, it likes to do a whole bunch of dumbass shit that takes me forever to access my goddamn games and all of that. Epic doesn't have a quick launch like Steam does. I can right-click my Steam and then click on it, and it gives me the last 5 games that I previously launched. and I can just right click the icon, launch the game. I never have to go into the launcher. I never have to go through all of the bullshit screens. I never have to scroll through any of the other bullshit. Unless it's a new game or a game I don't play. And after I launch it, it goes to the quick little launch menu and all of that. I know that Epic has the same thing, but I have to open the app, into the app, go over to the quick launch and launch the shit. I mean, Epic, you've been around for a decent amount of time. Your quality of life and shit ain't very good. It's really not. When I go to download a game on Epic, it feels like I'm fucking pulling teeth to try and go through, find games, and download shit. Your shit's not categorized. It's not instinctive. Which, I mean, Steam's ain't really that instinctive either when it comes to the tags and all of that shit, but still, something that Steam's lacking, you should be picking up on to make, you know, gamers and the like actually, you know, respect you more. Now, Epic has better, you know, paying rates to creators and all of that. Unless, well, I guess Steam did decrease their shit, but I think Epic's is still lower. Epic does have a higher pay rate to developers and things like that. So, I mean, that's kind of a yay, and that's kind of what Epic kind of focused on. Is, well, if we can just make, you know, gigantic game creators, you know, like Borderlands and shit like that, when they release, make their releases, you know, exclusively, you know, through Epic and all of that, we can then, you know, capitalize on profit gains and get a whole lot of money, etc., etc. Because everybody, you know, there's a large amount of people, no matter what the game is, that wants to get the game, you know, as soon as it goes out. They won't want to wait, you know, the extra week, 2 weeks, or a month for it to release on Steam. They just won't. They want to play the game. But then, the bullshit you have to go through on Epic in order to get the fucking game and all the other bullshit, it's like, man, you might as well fucking wait. And the thing is, Epic owns Unreal Engine. Now, if you use their Unreal Engine, you have to pay Epic a royalty for, you know, developing anything using the Unreal Engine. Then, if you don't use Unreal Engine and you use something else, you just have to pay, you know, a percentage to Epic for, you know, using their platform. So, I mean, Epic could have been so much better and could be the #1 developing platform. And what could have been unique about it that they never pushed is the fact that they could have I mean, they do have a developer section and all of that separate from the regular Epic. Because, you know, I have the UDK and all the other shit and Unreal Engine 4 that they offer you to use free of charge, unless you know, develop something and then they charge you a royalty on whatever money you make. That's what they should have really leaned into, to becoming the #1 development platform. So even if people, you know, elected to not develop and use, you know, Epic as a sort of place because they're a small company, they could have easily, you know, used a development platform and then put their game on Steam and probably paid a little bit to put it on, you know, the Epic and all of that, you know, to try to bring, you know, more of the crowd over. And then Epic, instead of saying, you know, we're a game launcher, we're doing all of this shit too that Steam's doing, but we treat people better, but our shit's, you know, very underdeveloped, made it to where anything developed on the, you know, Epic platform, you know, gets exclusively released on Epic. I don't know, say a week earlier. And I mean, developers would easily take that shit, you know? You can use our platform, you'll pay, the royalty for using Unreal Engine, and a little fee for using our platform and all of that shit, and then the only thing we ask in return is that you just release your game on our platform. Release it on Steam or any other platform. And they could have put a lot of money into focusing on being the #1 development platform. I mean, you see Epic when you open the shit, and you see how much wasted space. There's no ambition into it. There's nothing. There's really nothing in it. There's no design, no ambition, no sense of trying, no sense of actually trying to get the public and all of that other shit to their platform. Because it's super undeveloped. And the only thing they do is they say, oh, developers will pay you more. And then we say, hey, people, every season we're going to do a sale where if you buy something or download for a game, 10% off or some other type of percentage off. Terrible marketing strategy. What are you, a fucking supermarket or some shit, or a grocery store? Come get your 10% off. Maybe they'll buy this shit 10% off, even though it's basically the same price. We just changed the color of the tag. And it's just like, I can't say much because Macho falls for that shit. He buys things that are on sale even though they're not actually on sale. But, I mean, it's proven that it works, but that's not something that you should rely on. You're still gonna get the same foot trafficking and shit through the actual site and whatnot. I'm waiting on Epic to download Rocket League if you're wondering. You're still gonna get the same foot traffic and all of that. And doing things themselves and things like that, yeah, you're gonna get a spike in people taking interest, but it's not gonna be worth it in the end, you know? It's not. Now, if you develop your actual program and your launcher and your actual database and, I'd recommend just getting a professional website to go through, or a professional app designer to go through and actually fix the shit. Oh, one, let me make sure I'm not gonna fucking dox myself, because, well, shit be weird. Nah, it's fine. I mean, when you first open the launcher, this is what you see. Some shit about, the Discover tag, things like that, which will take you immediately into the store to look at shit. 9 times out of 10 when I open up Epic, I either A, am just coming in to pick a peek at the free game, which is Doom and Rumbleverse, by the way. I'm coming in to look at the free game, or I'm coming in to, look at my library of games, to launch a game. You got your quick launch and all of that over there, and you got your, fast clicks into the library or the Unreal Engine, if you have that installed, where you can click over into that, and you can start doing things on that end, getting assets, etc., etc. Cool. But look at this UI, how everything's just literally oversized to just fit in space. And this is in a small view. We make this max. Look how everything's oversized. Look at all of this wasted space. Wasted everything. They have basically nothing here. In all of this wasted space. And look how far you have to scroll to get this same relevant information. This is a terrible design. It's bleak. It's just a lot of light-ass colors and shit on a black background. There's nothing in the back. There's nothing, to draw your eyes to anything. This is the product of something that, like, in a high schooler that's been doing some sort of design, learning that shit in classes would make. This is not a professional that's went to college and, has been, fully educated, has a lot of experience and shit like that. This is not something that somebody like this should be making. You got your wish list, your cart, shit like this. This is what you'll see like in a mobile app or some shit. Like if you're on your phone looking at something in a light version, this is essentially what you'll come up with. This is not a launcher worthy. This is not website worthy. This isn't, anything like that. It doesn't have the quality to it. Because even Steam offers, all of you guys have seen Steam. I'm not going to open Steam. Steam is the OG, or one of the OGs. Compared to Steam and how their shit's set up, which, to be fair, it's like blue on black and stuff too. However, you have a lot more options in Steam. You come here, I'll say I'm looking for a game. I have no idea what game I'm looking for. I guess I can go ahead and launch that. I have no idea what kind of game I'm looking for or anything like that. I forgot it closes the shit. But I have no idea what kind of game I'm looking for. There's no categories button, there's no tag button, there's no nothing right at the top, easy and instinctive to read to find shit. If I want to find co-op games or anything like that, I can search in the search bar for co-op games and things like that. And it may or may not pull up everything. What the fuck is this? I don't know. But it's like, that's not very, helpful for what I'm looking for. Because what if I want to search more things? I don't want to sit here and have to think about all the tags that I can use in a particular scenario, Type in multiplayer, comma, co-op, comma, adventure, comma. Why are you allowing me access now that I'm in the game? And do shit like that when I could just look at the tags and say, oh, well, this is a tag, mecha, for example, or something you didn't think of. And you can go, oh, over here, click on that shit, and then boom, you now have, mecha that you never would have thought of. That's a weird kickoff. And it's just like, for being the place to get games, I'd give it probably a D, if not an F. But when it comes to, giving developers tools and shit, I would give it a little bit of a higher goal. I'd say it is about a B when it comes to developers. That is my fault for not staying part of that play, because I was talking, but it's also our backman's fault for not picking that shit up. Again, if shit has the ability to go south, he either needed to jump for that shit, or he needed to start heading back to get ready for what was going to happen next. He didn't even realize I wasn't aiming for his net. It's kind of funny. I made that man panic so hard aiming for his top bar and all of that. He was improperly positioned, so, makes sense why he jumped, because he's panicking and shit. That's fun. I'll just go. Wow. That's a bad clear. My teammate would have stayed up, he'd have been in your cheeks. Why jump for that? He missed. He got demoed, but that gives us a free clear because he went for the demo and didn't take the ball from him. Now this guy's trying to get back as quick as possible, because he overcommitted with that demo. That's a pass to them. Why jump for that? That is off the top bar. He cuts me and puts the ball somewhere where I really can't control it that well. Good clear. Okay. Was expecting a backflip, but that's interesting. You tried something new. I could have faked that under him, but this is a low rank, so I'm not going to be a dick. But him pre-jumping gives me the ability to fake him immediately. And anytime somebody, again, is the odd man challenging, I was behind the ball and he was odd challenging from the side, you can easily just fake it around them or bypass them by going under them. Pre-jumps really aren't good. You gotta kind of keep yourself grounded to react. As soon as your shit goes into the air, you're basically saying like that. As soon as this car goes into the air, I know what his next shot is going to be. Immediately, I know what his next shot's going to be. Because he's boosting non-stop towards the ball coming from under it. The only way he can touch that ball is up. Even if he tries to go for a flip reset or something, the ball is going to go up. Which makes that shit predictable and easy to read. That's barely our net. Good save, because our teammate was fucking doing the dumbass turnaround shit. Nice clear. Open for our clear towards my side. I had the whole side of the field clear. I could have drove back down the field easily to pick that up if it wasn't hard enough. Well, not a good clear that time. That one you don't want to hit out because they're already back or heading back. So you're just throwing it to them. Well, he pre-jumped up. Small touch. I can't believe I fucked up my shot. Because he ran or fell for that hook, line, and sinker. He had no momentum, so I hit it up because all he could do is fly up and touch it. He touched it back to me. It should have been in his net. But I fucked up my touch. So that's the shit that I don't understand. Champs do that shit too. They see the guy right in front of them on the wall, getting ready for their next touch. And then they're like, fuck it. I'm gonna send this shit anyway to them. Why not challenge that? Why did you come here if you're not gonna challenge that? Why are you still here? Not the challenge? See, that's a good play. Me faking that and making him try to hit the ball around me. When I was sitting there posturing him, I had no intentions of trying to touch that ball. I just wanted him to think that he was going to get one over on me and throw that shit away from me. Or get that shit by me. And he did exactly what I wanted him to do. He took the bait and he hit the shit all the way down the field to my teammate. And my teammate passed it to my other teammate. And we got a goal off of that because one guy was irresponsible. I had no idea where he was. I just postured him there. If he would have just dribbled the ball, past me and kept control of it instead of hitting it beyond me and falling for my bait, he'd have never gotten scored on. Nope. How about no? Yeah, still no. And we won. Because of that easy ass fucking bait to switch. And I do that shit to so many people. I'll catch them at a position. And I'll just bait them by hitting the ball up next to them. And they'll jump up and do this shit. Right on back to my teammate or right on back to me, and then I just bypass them and send it towards their goal. Baiting people is so pivotal to my play strat. And the easy way to counter it is just to have fucking patience. or to use your brain if the ball's just up there, you know. Because if the ball is up and I'm nowhere near the fucking ball, then the only person you need to cover is... He missed. Nope, he got it. Never mind. The only person you need to cover is the guy that's closest to the ball. Whether it be me or it be a teammate or whoever the fuck can get to the ball. After the ball is up into the air, you don't need to push the ball past me. You just need to make sure that I can't get back in control of that particular ball. So don't worry about the ball being up there. If you got a teammate near you, you know, wow, what a fake. If you got a teammate near you, let your teammate challenge that shit and then keep me locked down and postured. Don't hit it to the wall. There you go. You should have followed that though. Not following, it's weird. He basically sent it up with a perfect kind of launch, and then he didn't pressure afterwards. Close. If he hadn't have been in no man's land, perhaps we would have gotten something from that. I mean, damn, he domed his ass up. He's panicking. How about my teammate? Never mind, I did not bump my teammate. Just waiting on him to finally get the fucking ball downfield. Jesus. The fact that it took my teammate that long to fucking engage that man because he was taking his sweet ass time getting downfield. Kinda crazy. What's up, motherfucker? Go, challenge him. He ain't doing nothing. He's taking his sweet ass time. He don't even have his ball cam on. Boink! Goodbye. It's one of the reasons why you shouldn't pop the ball up like that slowly. Or not slowly. Pop the ball up like that fastly and then follow it slowly. Okay. Okay. I knew he was gonna do that shit. Couldn't get the bump. Why are you... Oh, Lord have mercy. That's a shame on their goalie. Their goalie should have saved that. As soon as he popped that shit up like that, that goalie should have known that he was going to lift the ball, which he did, but he went towards the ball and not towards his goal. That should have been the easiest save of that man's life, because he basically telegraphed his next touch was going to be a hit over. That should have been an easy-ass save. That's shameful on that goalie. Wow, he actually jumped off the wall for that as their back man. That's open. And it's gone. Right in there. As an open-ass fucking net that we just didn't even take any type of advantage on. And I just got the redirect of my fucking career, goddamn. Okay. He tried to go for a flip reset and fucked it up. This is what, Diamond? The fucking rink is this? Shitty ass flip resets. It's got, it probably might be champ again. I don't know. I stopped paying attention to the game. Well, we're getting a mix of old school and new school. This has got to be like low champ then, like champ 1. See, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. You're right, it is your bad. Your dumbass went full boost towards the boost, which made you lose your angle that you had on the ball, because you just kept full boosting. Okay. That was the slowest fuck challenge that my teammate done there. He could have just sent that. Pop that, perfect 90. Pop that over him. And he's going back. Instead of trying to cover any type of fucking play. Cool. What else is new, honestly? What else is new? Pop that between them. Good enough. Not good enough because this teammate's not fucking challenging, not doing shit. Good fake by Orange. He's so fucking slow. Why are you staying in no man's land as the play's going on? Like, good lord. Okay. Don't know who he's passing to. Now send it back. Or not. Go all the way up the wall and challenge that as dumb as fucking possible. Thank you, teammate, because the other teammate decided boost was more important at the end of a fucking match than actually putting that in. Jesus Christ. End of the match. I pass it to the guy over to the right, and he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna grab that boost instead of sending that shit. Like, what the fuck? We ain't got time for that shit. That was a risky pass. Nah, don't on your left. Don't fake a fucking overtime kickoff like that, brother. It's in our net. Don't ever on your left, on your right type shit in an overtime fucking kickoff. Never. Never. Never do that on your left, on your right shit. Never. Not in an overtime kickoff. You can fake it back to the guy that's in goal and have them try and do something there, you know. But never on your left, on your right. None of that bullshit in overtime. That is fucking stupid. Giving them that huge type of advantage. Because they're going to press you. It's overtime. They're going to press you. And nothing feels worse than being behind in kickoff off of an overtime. Okay. I missed his car. What? Bump him out of the way. Well. And he missed. That's a throwaway, but my teammate went all the way back to fucking goal instead of staying up to pick that up. What else is new? Good read. Who you gonna pass to? Who you passing to, brother? When you're cutting me on wall, who you passing to? It's gonna go across their goal to the other side, and nobody's gonna be able to score that shit. And you're gonna be like, man, my teammates never go for my fucking passes. Yeah, because you're cutting them. They physically can't. That's probably in. Right back. Teammate didn't continue going up. He cut across and went back. That's free ball control for them. And we just got rid of all of our pressure. Missed touch to a whiff. Should have been a whiff. Right to him. Great pass. Nice shot. Should have whiffed it. Would have been better for us. What's the point going up and doing all of those twirls and all of that other bullshit when you could have just jumped and pushed that shit across? Ooh, I didn't know he was there. Nope. Bad touches. You're not gonna beat me, brother. Your guy hit it away from you both. Again, I'm in corner and you're challenging corner. Who the fuck do you think's gonna score that? Any back man that has half a brain won't go for that. Because you're pushing it right in front of their goal, and that can be sniped right back into our goal. Your back man shouldn't be going for those, and they probably won't. So you're passing to them. Okay, good cut. Now you're lost because you don't know what to do. Exactly. Weirdest fucking place to cut. Good early challenge. This guy is about to go up and fuck shit up again. I can't challenge because now I'm back, man. Take the shot. No, go on right back up there. You want to cut? Take the fucking shot. Dumb bitch. Nice touch. Motherfucker's gonna cut in front of me and then try to go back. Like, nah, man, on second thought, I don't think I'm gonna cut. Like, nah. You've already invested into that shit. Why did he go for a bump there when he was so far from me? He can't score that. Good fake. I mean, I knew he was faking because he wasn't pointing towards the ball. He's lucky he's immediately jumped after that, but he still didn't get anywhere with the ball. I'll just pass it by you, brother. I don't have to air dribble that shit. If you pre-jump me, I'm just gonna go around you and act like you don't exist. Move. Thank you. Pre-jump. Again, I'm just gonna hit it around them and act like you don't exist. If I had a teammate up on the opposite side, like he should have been, I could have passed it directly to them, and that could have been a goal for us. I'm gonna put this over on this side because our guy's probably gonna go all the way back instead of staying up. I can't hit that backwards to him. I'm sorry, that's just too much of an angle for me. I tried, but that's crazy. If he'd have been in front of me, I would have had an easier time getting it to him. He didn't even try to go for that. You got a man that's back. Do something with your life. Wait for it. Okay. Okay. One more. That should have been the match. He put it on the ground instead of up. Bro, it should have been overtime, not the match, but you know what I'm saying. He should have put that up above all of them because not a goddamn one of them was in a position to where they could save that if he just hit it over them. Boom, 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 boom. Why are you going all the way into goal to turn around when the ball is pressuring net? I mean, he was going to hit it back to my car and I was going to pinch it off of him, but I guess. Off the ramp. Thank you. Nope. And he wasted more boost trying to steal that boost. So he probably has mid boost right about now heading back. Don't know why he cut that in. But that's fun. That's a bad touch backwards. If they were smart, they would take advantage of that. As you can see, I just sat in front of the guy that I figured he was going to pass to. And then I countered it. Slow. You're going to come up, come up. We'll be sitting in no man's land. That should have been on their net. I'm gonna slow this down. I'm not gonna go for their goal. But the thing is, I don't want to send the ball to them and then get bumped out of the way and give them free, you know, touches back to our goal. Wow, that was an interesting angle. I think my redirect would have been faster than his second touch, but it don't matter. Wow, he just almost drove off and let me have that. I'm gonna let teammate grab that. Our goalie jumped. We're in trouble. We have to score this now. We don't have time to get back. He forced us to stay up and stay aggressive. I don't have time to go back now. I just have to keep pushing forward and challenging in a way to where the ball won't go past me. So fakes have to become an option there, or bypasses. I can't rely on, you know, straight up 50s to hold the line anymore. And that's in. I kinda dimed him up there. But I mean, he didn't score off my touch. But I shouldn't have dimed it right there. Especially knowing what rank I'm in and how bad they are. Nope. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you ain't nowhere close. And because you're nowhere close and you're aiming down and all over the place, I can't read your shot and score that shit. Because you're flailing and doing all kinds of other shit. That wouldn't have been on goal, but that's fine. Bad follow. I can't even pass it because he's up, so my other guy's probably not going to be up. Okay. Touch it. Exactly. You're the odd man out challenging that, not me. Hey guy, how's about you do something and help me out here? Okay. Go. Not. Something. Okay. That's fine. He's passing to nobody because both of them, again, challenged in our corner. So nobody's there to score that. Their back man should have seen this shit. Both of them are in the corner. I need to go back to goal and try to defend this shit. He was back, but he defended it like a fucking dumbass, so he didn't get it. So he was technically sort of right in the right position, sort of. You would like to grab boost pads and keep that speed so you know, don't run into that issue where you're awkward, but, you know, he sort of gets the point. And he's doing something that a lot of champs don't do. Okay. Dodge that bump. Perfect pass down to him, but he wasn't ready for it. That's fine. There's no danger in that. I'm gonna pop this back to that corner, though. I don't want to run into that teammate and have a fucking issue. So I would have liked to control that and taken that out, but teammate's just sitting there like, I'm gonna fucking take that shit downfield. I just want to touch it. Rest that shit. It's like, no, stop it. There we go. So that guy likes the corner sniff, and the last time I took it to goal, he likes the corner sniff. We've noticed he's a corner sniffer. So if I hit that out, ow, do I miss that? So if I hit that ball out away from their goal, he's gonna be in a very dangerous situation because his positioning's flawed. Do I need to go for this? No, I did not. They saved it for us. Alrighty then. Right? Bump him. Bump him again. That's all I really could do there, because I had no idea what kind of plan. Okay, I'm glad I didn't wave dash that. That would have been bad. End of the game, I'm gonna go up just cause. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why wait that long to forfeit? They were like, what, 3 down the entire game? Why wait that long to forfeit? And then why forfeit the last couple of seconds? Because you don't want to get scored on again. Like, why? It just don't make sense. I mean, I'm courteous enough to wait till it's about to hit fucking 0 to fucking score. Because, well, I don't like the waste of time. But I'm like, you guys were 3 down the entire game. You should have forfeited a long time ago. And honestly, I wish Rocket League had it to where they set it to either 3 or 4 goals down, that it just automatically forfeited the game and ended that shit. As bad as it says, when you have a teammate that doesn't want to play, or you have a team that just outclasses, whoops, your team, not everybody wants to play through that shit. They just want to go to the next match. Being 4 goals behind, your odds of coming back are extremely low without, you know, with a lack of teamwork and everything else. So it's like, I had to touch it because he was turning back, but I touched it wrong. I could have gotten a lot better touch there. Okay. Hit the fucking goal above me. I wanted to pinch that perfect 90 off the top. Odd, but the low 50 worked there. Like, wait, he touched that? What the fuck? That's probably... yeah. Nope, I knew you were gonna go for a dumbass bump. Ooh, voice crack. Because they always do. I'll take this boost too. And I'll take this boost too and try to turn back for that. That's fun. Again, I'm gonna go opposite post rotation. Yo. Boink. Now, in that particular sense there, where I went opposite post, even though I seen him and ended up bumping him, I know that he also seen me. If I'm the guy that's closest to goal rotating back, you don't need to go back to goal. You can go back in the field. It makes no sense for both of us going back in the field. Him grabbing boost in the corner and going back to field makes more sense than me, who's coming back in at an angle at the side of goal going back to field. Because if I go back in the field, I have to do this shit, whereas he's already pointed out that way and can just go straight down to support a teammate's play on a save or something. Again, if I'm heading back towards goal, then you don't need to head back towards goal. You can just stay out in field. If not, both of us are sitting in goal and I'm stuck waiting on you. Or, that case, we bump and things don't turn out well. Oh, good block. I hit it out far too because I didn't think he'd get an accurate touch there because they're usually ass on those types of things. Oh, he took that bait perfectly. Thank you. Okay, good fake. Good talk. I'll pop this off wall. I don't have enough boost. I even had the tap boost just to get up there reliably. That, I got plenty of boost for. I can just dump boost to try and get that touch. Nope. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. That's open if he takes his time. There you go. I was like, please, just don't blast that shit across. Just take your time. Oh. I knew he was gonna try to hit that off the top of me. I'm surprised he didn't get demoed there. That was a ghost hit, but aight. That's unfortunate, but I can still get back to defend. I'll let you go. You're up on the wall. I don't trust you enough to go ahead of you and pick that up on the other side, though, but I'll let you clear it. Sure. That should be fine. He could have scored that if he would have just taken his time and didn't keep flipping that shit away from himself. Now you see how I'm not challenging any of these? I'm just staying in the vicinity to where if the option mounts itself to challenge, you don't have to challenge everything. You can be very passive and just be very calculated. We are a goal up. There is no need to be over the top in challenging. I am basically the Rock when it comes to getting scored on. Let your teammates play their positions, grab their boosts, do their things, and maintain being the Rock. Most of that game, I was the Rock because I typically wasn't needed. They were playing as a team, and they were keeping the ball, you know, up and with one another. So I didn't need to go up, and I didn't need to do anything crazy. I could rely on them to push the ball out for clears and shit like that. That's how you want to play those situations. Don't get all fucking sad and be like, I'm not doing shit for my team, I have no score, and all of that shit. Just let them play. It's a done deal. One game. Let them do their things. They're vibing with each other. Don't get in the way of that shit. Because the moment you go out and make a random touch that they're not ready for, the moment you end up costing them the game. Oh, I was scoring that too. Small touch from the side of the car down. That'd have been so clean. Nope. Don't know why the fuck you were coming directly at me instead of covering your net. That's just fucking stupid. This guy is the one that's covering me. Why are you coming into the fucking corner? Why are you driving into the corner? Protect your net, brother. Protect your net. Okay. Okay. We still ain't lost. Oh, now we lost something. Gonna say we still ain't lost nothing because, well, they're still in our goal and all of that, but he came up and the other teammate couldn't cope with his goalie going over his head and shooting out. Now, the goalie should have definitely challenged earlier, way earlier, to let the guy that was coming back know he needs to hurry his ass up. But on the same line, the guy coming back should have already been hurrying his ass up. Score that. Beautiful. And this is what I talk about giving somebody their change. He's backwards, so he's just looking for me to help him out there so he can get himself repositioned. He's not looking for me to carry the ball, take ball control, and take my time taking it upfield. Nah, this man is looking for help to get his shit straight. That's all he wants from me, is just a touchback. That's it. Being a good teammate, I obliged. Then he turned around and he fucking put that shit in their net. That's all you should be doing in those types of situations. I should have hit that to the left side. I figured he would expect it left because my teammate went left, but nope. He should get up there for that. Eh. Actually, good cut there. It's actually one I don't mind because my other teammate was semi-up. Oh, he didn't even jump. I was going to bump him from challenging that. Just pop this high. Even if it gets past, it should be an easy save because it's going to be slow. Yeah. 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 The whole point was you were supposed to go back and pick that shit up, not keep challenging that. But it's fine. We're good. We haven't lost anything. He touches that. Didn't bump me. Interesting. Nobody's there to score that, so we have free ball control. Well, if I pressure him, what he does, he throws it away. Put this in their corner. It's behind the guy that can challenge. Fake. Damn, he pinched it with me. I was trying to get around him and pass it to my boy. He's always there for passes, so I should be utilizing that. Watch out for that bump. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Where's my boy at? There's my boy. I gotta shoot this, though. I'd love to pass it to you, but they just left that net open as fuck. That's in our net. Yeah. That's in. That's unfortunate. Yep. They never expect me to lift that shit. He just saved his ass. Outstanding. Just dribble it. Why? Why pass? That's yours. That's fine. It'll just go back. Okay. Okay. Now you're stuck back. My team should have definitely had this in your fucking net by that time. That's kind of sad on us that we weren't fast enough to put that in. I'm gonna get rid of that guy. He keeps challenging the ball. I should have curved that a little bit more. Appreciate teammate being there for support and all of that, but I definitely could have just curved and shot that in. Nice. Again, car should be off the wall before the ball touches it if you want an easy way to clear those, or at least guarantee a touch. Close. I could have probably scored that, but I didn't want to get that close to their goal just in case. I'm going to challenge that. They were very slow in trying to clear that from their net, so I'm going to keep punishing them for it. Low? Ah, I couldn't hit it low. It's a little bit too slow because I didn't have full boost. That's actually fine. They don't have to, or we don't have to worry about them getting it in our net because of that touch. He's thinking ahead. Send it? Oh, he got bumped. Oh, it bounced. I wasn't expecting that bounce. Oh. Now, to be fair, I could have put that on net and won the game, but I don't really want to win off of just an end-game fucking 0-second goal. This has been an alright game. They ain't very good, but at least they're not excessively demo and doing, you know, the super dumb shit. Nice. Ain't no way. Close. That's how you pinch a ball off corner, by the way. I got a bad touch there. Oh. I didn't think he was gonna miss that. Damn. Good coverage, as always. My little MVP. He's only an RNG champ, and the GC's playing worse than he is. It's kind of funny. I fucked his life all up passing it cross. I seen all three of them in goal. Does it go in? Oh! Whoop. It's fine, I'm blocking him. I mean, I wish he would have challenged that earlier. That's kinda scary. But I was fucking blocking the fuck out of that guy to give him time. He scored all the goals, so if he wants to lose the goals, so be it. He tried to bump me instead of the ball. Interesting. Thank you. Again, I could have put that in their net, but I'm kind of having an R8 time in this lobby, so I'm just going to kind of drag this on a little bit. If we end up losing, sadness, but whatever. At least it's an R8 time. I'll take an L for an R8 game, you know what I'm saying? He's been giving us banger passes, we just ain't been scoring them. Oh, he side flip. Yeah. And I hate when that shit happens, because that's a Rocket League issue that they need to fix. Where you double jump, and it makes you flip, because it memorizes your, well, that and shitty controllers. But it memorizes your touches and all of that shit as you're going up. Like, if you immediately try to double jump, even though you're not touching your stick like that, you know, you jump, you touch your stick, and then you jump. It memorizes your stick touch. As controller, when you let go of your stick, your car still moves a little bit afterwards. And it reads that input as, well, goddamn. And it reads that input as, who was on kickoff? Oh. It reads that input as you still pushing the button, because, well, when you hold your stick and let go, your stick is still in motion. Although traveling back to your car. Or back to the center. And that shit fucking sucks, and they have protection on keyboard to prevent that shit from happening, but that shit doesn't protect you on controller. Which, when you're trying to make super fast plays, it's kind of pivotal to be able to jump, adjust your car, and jump. Not jump, adjust your car, then wait a second, and then jump. Nope. He hit it too far from himself. I'm gonna be a nuisance here. I get nothing from doing this, but at least I can make it, you know, be a nuisance. Stop him a little bit. Too high. That's all I got, brother. Now you see how he stayed positioned up after grabbing boost and our goalie never challenged that? He waited. That's what you like to see in a player. If he's not GC, he's at least like around about Champ 3, because he's got his positioning sorted. I don't want to say that he's GC off the top of my head, because he's only just positioning well and all of that. But he's at least, you know, high Champ 3. Or in Champ 3, I should say. He was trying to make me pinch that shit back to my net. I don't think it would have, but just in case, I'm not going to, Oh, he gave me space. He gave me space. That's the shit that I'm talking about. Him going away like that gave me all of this space to make a play. His buddy tried to stop me by covering his teammate's fucking dumbass mistake, but it's not good enough. I got too much space, too much speed. He's the one that let me do that to his team. I missed. Check this shit out. Nope. Oh. I trust you. Go ahead and take it. I'm not gonna go for this. I'm gonna stay back and defend that with my boy. Because I know, yeah. I know we have something set up. I'm gonna pop this up and see if he gets that. So not quite a GC, but I'd definitely say higher in champ than most people that I play against. All he had to do was just fake that under me and act like I didn't exist. Why did he actually send that to my car? I was doing that as a gag, but he still did that shit. Oh my. He did it twice. They are insane. With their just touching it, it's first touch they get. That might just be in. Nah, he couldn't get the angle. Too far. You're gone. You fall. Nope. Okay. Shoot that. Or not. I shouldn't go for that. Now that he's showing signs of going back, now I challenge. We're in trouble. Yeah, we're in trouble. Make him throw it away at least. That's fine. Oh. I don't think... What's his name? Dog, whatever? Dagar. I don't think he's suited for a flat car. He's getting a bunch of missed touches and shit. I mean, it could just be an off game, but I mean... Every time, he's just kind of off for a flat car angle. If he was in an Octane or some shit, those angles and shit would work a lot better. They finally went to demos to try and score a goal, huh? Finally resorted to demos. I don't give a fuck about Rumble. I got RNG champ. Hell, I could have RNG champ every goddamn season if I wanted to. I don't give a shit about Rumble. That's something that you'll probably never see me play through. This is basically where I ranked in, by the way. I think I played like 2-3 matches with Macho. I could easily get GT and Rumble. That's why I don't play Rumble anymore. The rest of the extra modes, though, are becoming more and more difficult, and I wish I would have just doubled down on that one season and drop shot that I got the Champ 3 div to. Because now it's hard as fuck because the stank-ass fucking casuals and shit have flooded in the drop shot, making this a lot harder than it needs to be. Which made the skill ranking drop considerably. You better not pass that shit. We win kills. I don't know why you're cutting me. My teammate's closer. Stop playing dirty and actually defend your net. I wish that teammate would have come somewhere near where I could pass to him. I'm fucking that. Definitely on the way. He just picked up. Unless he's about. Nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can shit. That hit off my car. How was that not blue? Okay, game. Again, that guy was too busy fucking bumping our fucking teammates and shit than playing. That is their play strat, and that's what they're gonna try to do. Is have that guy. I can't jump off the wall. What the fuck? Don't know why you keep wowing. We're doing basically good shit work. But we don't have time for you to be controlling the ball and shit. Have you not noticed that one of their guys is specifically going for demos on us the entire time? You ain't noticed that shit. You're kinda slow. I'm gonna hit that back to teammate. And he's gonna try and take his time sending it instead of fucking just sending it. Couldn't get it. And it's in our net. Again, they have a guy on their team that is non-stop bumping us and shit like that. Our teammate keeps trying to take control of the ball and dribble and do this dumb shit. You ain't got time for that. You don't. You don't have time for that shit. Pay attention to what your opponents are doing. I know, see, it's not gonna work, brother. We ain't got time for that. You're gonna make us lose this match. Doing that dumb shit. Trying to control that shit. Not gonna work. They're an aggressive ass fucking team. Camera. Help me. What was that weird ass camera? It was like in the fucking peaks of my car. Okay. What a save. I tried to help you score that, brother. I really did. That's fine. With that slow ass speed, you weren't even going supersonic when you were heading towards that wall. You weren't passing shit. Damn, nice block. He shut me fucking down. I got flat card to hell. He lifted it up. That's good for us. That's an easy save. I'm gonna wheel well this guy. Slow him down a little bit. That was an open net to the other side, and he just blew it by hitting it back down that way. Tried to get the bump. Okay. That's a problem. Please stop driving in front of me, Mr. Wow Guy. Jesus. Slowed it down. Might not be good enough. That's fine. Bump him out of the way. He's in the way. That might be him. Yeah. Nice shot. That's a good bait and switch too. He hit it with the side of his car instead of the front of his car, so that guy couldn't win that 50. Don't you dare pass that shit. We fucking win these. You're giving them free chances to score, free chances to get damage on us. And you're putting us out of position. What do you mean passing? Learn the game mode. There we go. Good cover. Hit it down. Close enough. That's fine. Just let it bounce, dude, and then control it. We're not losing much off of that one. That's an unfortunate spawn for me, because I'm gonna get fucking forced into this play that I don't necessarily want to be part of. That's fine, it's not in. Oh, he's throwing. Okay. Yup. No! He might get here ready to attack, because if he wins this kickoff, or loses this kickoff, it's kind of dire. That's scary. This panic throwaway just happened to be into their net because they had a big enough hole. Whatever. We take those. It is raining like a motherfucker outside. "17 days left of the season." Actually, what I was talking about the other day, if you're trying to follow a ball that's coming towards you downfield, if you boost into that shit, you have to basically immediately boost up to that shit in order to get a touch. If you're trying to be, you know, super speedy and stopping anything. But if you bump into it, stay on the ground, and then boost jump to it, you save a lot of boost and you can get a better touch. Me boosting into the ball, and then boosting towards the ball again, and getting a touch, and then doing something like that, is going to be much slower than me staying with the ball, and then going up and getting, you know, whatever kind of touch necessary. 2, if you have momentum of the ball coming towards you, then you only need to match the ball's speed to get a decent pop that you can play with. Or if you want to keep the ball closer to you, you can not boost at all and get a touch out. Or you can hold break as the ball's coming to you to get a closer touch. It is hailing outside. Good lord. But even if you hit your break and all of that, you can keep the ball even closer and give yourself a good air dribbles lineup or something like that that you can follow, and it won't go spewing out away from you. That's just damage, yeah? Yeah. See where Replanix hits that right to my teammate? Don't mind if we do. Oh, good flick. I'm gonna fake this down. Never mind. That works, okay. They seem to be slow. Nice touch. I would like to hit that corner with that touch I made there, just to punish them for throwing it away and make them think twice. I'm bad. Drop shot walls are curved differently, so the catches are different. I did a regular Rocket League catch, when the drop shot catches are different. Ooh, it didn't land. I hit that away from him because he was trying to take it from me, by the way. I still had boost and I still had control till he tried to jump towards that shit. Is that a double? That was a double. Man. I don't know why you're bumping me, brother. My teammate's the ones that's a super, you know, super duper guy. Nope. I missed the ceiling. Rip. How did that not go in? He's gonna panic hit it. This is why they're losing, by the way. They're either going way too slow when they have space, or they're panic hitting that shit to us, like that. Think about what you're gonna do there. Is that in? There we go. Did we take... Yeah, we took a little damage. Now they can easily come back, because we have damage 4 and all of that. They can get a good play going and just open up a gigantic hole, you never know. The thing is, if they keep continuing to play like they're playing, they're going to lose. He went for a Spanish. If we would have won that kickoff, they would have been absolutely fucked. Keep bumping me, brother. You're leaving your net open. Keep going for them bumps. That's fine. Break this. Thanks for the save. Bait it. And in his own net. That's why he's demoing, by the way. There must be a Smurf party. He must be very, very low in all ranks to fuck that shit up. Who goes for those? Okay. He can't even kick off properly. I see. Another demo by the guy who can't even aerial properly. Who'd have thunk it? Teammate wasn't paying attention, apparently. Oh, I'm passing this backwards then. Almost. He's gonna pop it out. You don't have any control. Yeah, basic air dribbles. That's not control. If he's smart, he'd have controlled that shit up, not straight down. It's not consistent in air dribbles. That's fun. This gives us a nice little... Ooh! I don't know if teammate blocked me or I got a mistouch there. Fake that. Well, I mean, I was faking it anyway because I'd have own goaled it. I pulled him, which is even better. I thought he was going to score that from behind. I really did. I had faith in that he was going to do that shit. I was watching too. I thought that was in their net. I'm going to go for a flip reset goal here. Never mind, teammate jump 2. There goes my plans. Gonna go for an Arsenal flip reset down. Panic touch. Almost into his own net. Try to go for a demo like he always does. I already know your plan, so I can easily challenge ball, knowing that you're not gonna get to that shit. Yep. Again, I already know your fucking plans, brother. That orange ass fucking Dominus has no gameplay experience. All he does is go for demos. If I see him, I know ball's basically free to go for. Just watch where he can demo you from. That's fun. I'm gonna hit this up and out. That fake was great by him. You think you get by me with that shitty ass pre-jump? I don't think so. And that's the end of that. They lost that because one guy didn't have any regular skills, and he was too busy trying to go for demos. And they basically have probably won a majority of their matches by tilting people. But the thing is, once you get to a specific rank, the bumps and demo plays and all of that shit don't work. They just look at you like you're fucking stupid. And then they take advantage of that shit and score on you like we did. I knew that I was completely free. If it was me against him in that match, that orange Dominus, if it was me against him in that match, I knew that I could get away with challenging the ball, and I wasn't going to get blocked. He was just going to go for a demo instead. If you're going to be a demoing scumbag, you need to change up your play style halfway through the match. Don't ever keep the same play style throughout the actual match. If you're doing something, you know, crazy like that. I'm gonna go for demos in the first half, and then the second half I'm gonna be a team player and all of that, and back up, because I already have the fear of God in them, thinking that I'm gonna go for demos instead. But people don't adapt and change their play style according to the team that they're going against, the situation that they're going against, or anything like that. For example, it's no longer a meta, but it used to be. The first goal that is scored around the 1 minute mark left in the game, teams used to fake that every time. It was like the rule 1, an unsung rule. If you were, if whoever scored on whatever, if the ball was scored around the closest goal to the 1 minute mark, the next goal is to be faked, or the next kickoff is to be faked. And everybody just knew this. So I'd be sitting in goal and I'll be like, alright, I should expect a fake. And the fake would happen and I'd be like, yeah. You know? Now, people got too used to faking at the 1 minute mark, and now I no longer see a lot of people fake. There's still some, you know, hardcore people that stick with, you know, the unsung rules, but for the most part, it's kind of gone. And it's like, man, that's kind of sad.
Can anyone hear me? I'm going for it.
I wish I didn't. Same team? Nah, that was just a random demo for no really reason. Oh. Who would have thought he was going to do a basic ceiling shot? Too fucking easy. I'd have loved to get that revenge demo while I had time for it. That's a bad touch.
Someone be there.
What do you mean someone be there? That's a mistouch by you, brother. I just challenged and you know your teammates beside you. Someone be there. What the fuck? Ah, I missed the double touch. Like, goddamn. There's a limit to how dumb you can be. I just challenged over your head and your buddy was sitting next to you before anything happened. Somebody be there! Impossible. Your situation awareness is garbage. Wow, what a save. Challenge that! What the fuck? He's standing sitting in front of the mans and just sitting there. Stop hitting it across. Please. Please. Stop. Stop. I don't know who's doing it. Fake that, because that's not good. I don't know who's doing it, but somebody on our team, instead of pushing it back to that hole that we've opened up, keeps hitting the ball fucking across the field. And it's making it very difficult for us to fucking play, because we have a pressured play, and then he's throwing it away. That might turn out good for us. Or bad. Yep, that's in. I was really expecting him to put up some form of challenge. Anything here. Anything.
Damn, dude.
Anything.
Hey, it's good.
Should be in their net. Good save. Good save. I'm out of boost, really. I shouldn't be pushing my luck any farther. Nope, you don't read those. Adds 2 bits of damage, because both of them are fucking cluttered together. There we go. That would have been a cheeky goal if he would have gotten that in that fucking hole there. I'd have been cheeky as fuck. We're not too terribly damaged. He baited him to put that ball there so they could take a shot on our net, and he took that bait. That could have been real dangerous. Damn. I mean, it turned blue for a second, but shit. They got tangled with each other somehow. I mean, we know how, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Why I pass it back up to him, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm gonna put this down gently. Go, challenge it. Fucking Christ. 3 damage. You need to re-challenge. Oh my god, what is with this guy and waiting for the ball to come to him? Go to the fucking ball. It's his drop shot. You ain't got a full field of control like in regular Rocket League. Let him hit it to me. Oh, he is already over my fucking head. Good god. Nope. Say, I'm gonna fake low just in case he doesn't get that touch. I didn't touch that. It's beyond me. Close. Might be a little ball chasey here. We need some more damage on the field. What a save. And a clear. I should be the one touching that because our other teammate doesn't know when to fucking go. Damn. I'm gonna go ahead of this play if I can. Wasn't expecting you to hit that shit left, my dude. Ain't gonna lie there. That's an own goal. Yeah! I mean, I stopped him from double touching that, but it's still not great. You gotta go for those, guy. What the fuck? Fucking Christ. I hate having slow people on my fucking team. I don't care about the people that control the ball when it's relevant, but the people that don't want to commit, don't want to go up, don't want to do shit, that just sit there on top of the fucking hole or some shit like that and just sit there and expect other people to do the shit for them. That's fucking annoying, and I hate having them as fucking teammates. Get out there and contribute to your fucking team. Stop making me challenge everything awkwardly when you're right in front of the goddamn ball. I don't care if you're scared or not. People are heading back, or already back, on your side of the field, stuck, waiting on you to challenge. There's just one guy on our team who just refused to. Ball would be right here in front of him and he'd do this shit. Why? Ball's literally in front of you. You got a guy right in front of you about to challenge that shit. Jump up. Take control of that shit. Make some fucking touches. And then put that shit straight down. Go around them. You ain't got time to be doing this shit. So by the time you're waiting on this shit to happen, somebody's already hit the shit over you or behind you. And it's already in your fucking floor. You're gonna be that dumbass that sits under the ball. Don't be doing this shit waiting on a fucking catch. I know everybody missed. I'm gonna be waiting on the catch to come down, then I'm gonna catch control. No. You should be back, and as the ball's coming in, you should be going for a moving like catch or moving like touch. You want to keep the ball moving. If you got somebody that's in front of you, and you don't want to hit the shit out that far, catch it like this, so you have ball control and can immediately flick it or dribble them if need be. Or you can go for a speed catch. Go under it, and with your speed, catch it. From here, you can push however much you want. You can get as much speed as you need. You can carry it up the fucking wall. You can do whatever you need to do. Speed catches. Catch it like towards the back at full boost. And you'll push the ball on top of your car. Nice. Okay. Okay. Wow, they missed. Interesting challenge, but they did triple commit, so I'm not a big fan of that last touch there, partner. Aww, fucking ghost hitting bitch. I am stuck on his car. Let's go straight down. I'm glad you bumped me there because I didn't have boost to make it there. I'm gonna hit this away from my teammate there because I don't want him getting fucking dunked or some weird shit. That's fine. That is the ideal situation there. They would have got points or a huge hole back where it was before. We would have been in a little bit of trouble. I thought he was gonna hit it into my car. I should have just taken that shit. Free damage. No, bro, that was free damage in the corner. I gotta jump for this early. Thank you for the assistance. You didn't follow it though. That's fine. We just need to get that shit away. Nope. He took the bait. I jumped to the right of the ball, then flipped left because I knew he was gonna hit it left. Easy bait. Good save. That would have been in the net if we would have gotten that damage back where that hole was that I tried before. That would have been 2 goals. Wow, he actually panicked that. I really wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to take a little bit of damage. I hate this Mikey guy and his fucking dribbles. He's really fucking us over by letting them mob him like that when he's dribbling. Did it make it? He saved it. Oh, Jablu saved it, and then got a lucky ass goal on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, he saved that shit, and then got a dumb touch. That shit was rolling in on its own. But whatever, he got it, so we move on. That's a roller. You don't have to challenge that immediately like that. You can either 50 that down and take advantage of his touch, or try and get under it. That's bad touch, but his teammate is there. Luckily turned back after that. I'm in trouble. And it lagged. Nah, I ain't gonna do shit. I can't get high enough. Why are you passing? Alright. Crazy. 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 Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Swish. Right on that. Used you like a fucking backboard. We got no additional damage, so now we're all tied again. He says defending, yet he goes directly for that fucking ball. Directly for it. Defending, straight up boost right past me for the ball. I hate people that use callouts improperly. He's gonna blast it across. Yeah. Gotta bump him. I slowed him down. Good enough. Didn't hit the towel. The lit towel. Any kind of hole we're looking for. Okay. That's fine. It's not gonna pop with all of these small touches. I just gotta make sure I don't stupidly pinch it with them. Okay, you hit it back up, giving them another chance. That should be good. Yeah. I'm gonna pop this up towards teammate. It's the best chance we have to save that damage, especially after getting bumped off of it. Doink. I mean, I was gonna double touch the shit down. One with the flip reset, the second with the touch of my car. But I mean, whatever. Long as it goes in. He tried to fake me down, so I had to turn my car. I don't think they read those. They don't. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Ah, that blue guy. Fall for my bait. Put this down in front of them. Go for a double touchdown. They took that bait, hook, line, and sinker. I just didn't get that angle all the way like I'd want to. Ah, I couldn't get the cheeky damage. Excuse me. That shit popped and dispelled its fucking energy and shit. And then it solidified and popped again. I seen that shit. I'm not a big fan of old Mikey there's dribbles. Out of all the times he did, dribbling is good in some situations, but he dribbles when it's fucking risky as hell. The 1 in 10 times that the shit actually works for him, and he actually got through them, any of them could have dunked that shit and damaged us. The other 9 times, as I always say, that he tried dribbling and got us either damaged or lost control of the ball or some shit, doesn't justify or unjustify the 1 time. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm an advocate for dribbling and drop shot, don't get me wrong. I like people who control the ball and dribble this shit when they have time and the space to do that. But when you have 3 guys in front of you, and you're doing this shit in the fucking corner while their entire team's in front of you, getting control, and then making a basic flip, and not even, you know, lining up and getting a strong flick, just a basic flip. So all he did was this. Well, that's a double flick. Hang on. I gotta get a little bit farther back. That's all he did was some shit like... There we go. Stop double flipping it. It's because I'm not moving the speed. That's what he did to get it over them. A very, very small, like, flick over himself and that guy's side flip. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's not it. That's not it at all. Oh, I've always seen that this drops the ball in front of your car. I never actually used it air dribble wise. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, it drops it wherever your car is looking at. So if you're looking straight up, you can actually just keep touching that shit from the underside up all the way to the ceiling. Interesting. These camera settings are more suited for dribbling than aerialing, though. As you've seen, when I was hitting the ball from the underside, my camera was backwards for the most part. And I'm not gonna give myself, you know, low angle in order to get that shit straight. So I'm just not gonna go for any long dribbles on this account. I can do short dribbles just fine, you know, if I'm going across the map, touching it like this, and going across map, you know, ain't that bad of a thing. But I mean, getting under it and making these small touches and shit, upwards and shit like that, I can't do because my camera brings my car into a weird spot. Hang on. My buttons are getting confused. To a weird spot like this when I'm going to touch that shit. I was a little bit too far back, but you get the point. It's a very awkward camera angle that I don't like to use. I prefer to just keep touching it forward and then make a play at the end. I would like to play some fucking custom maps, because these jank-ass fucking regular maps and all of that other shit, I'm tired of. They are boring. They are basic. There's no heals, there's no loops, there's no nothing in these particular maps that make them worthwhile playing. I hate these basic-ass maps. You can add all the cosmetics in the world to it. Guess what? I'm still gonna fucking hate it, because it's the same shit. It's like somebody that's hot that has a bad personality. You can have all the plastic surgery, makeup, you can have the best people in the world do that shit for you. However, you still have a bad personality underneath all of that shit. You're the same as the rest of them. Give me some hills, some bumps, something. Don't do that shit like fucking Underpass / the Healy fucking Neo Tokyo. Cause that shit's just annoying. But I mean, like, shit, you have other Rockets Lab maps and shit like that. That should be in his net. Nah, not quite. I'm gonna pinch this, because he's trying to read me. Nice shot. If he shouldn't try to pre-read me there, he wouldn't have given me the option to get that back to my teammate who scored that. Try to bully that through. We would like to see that go down, not up, sir. Is he doomed? I think we're all doomed at this point. That's in. I'm gonna hit this high, just in case. You want to hit it higher than he is, so if he does touch it, it goes up and not straight down into your damn net. I tried. Sorry, I'm running out of boost friends. Try to pass that over to him as he's heading back. Beat him up to this. Fell off ceiling early. You know, I've never properly explored the ceilings in Drop Shot. Apparently you can fall off them bitches early. I can't touch that properly, thank you. I'd have just put that in our net. Good coverage. I'm gonna pass it back. Oh, never mind. Okay, he faked. That's free damage. Why do they fake those? That's fun. Not so fun. But why? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. That extra touch there was unnecessary by that other teammate. I got bumped. That's free. Nice. Like a fucking Stonewall Johnson or whatever the fuck his name is. Easy damage. You're not gonna challenge me? Okay. I'm taking that damage then, bro. He'll probably hit that down? Nah, he didn't get to it. Other teammates should have probably waited to see what he was doing before he challenged that. That should be a goal. Not quite, he couldn't find the angle. That's bad. Oh, thank you for saving that for me. Thank you. I was on-goaling the shit out of that. Good pass to me. I can actually score this if he don't. We're both thinking the same thing, but I had the better angle there for scoring. It's fun. Doink. That's the safest place that could be without us instantly getting scored on. That's dangerous. I'll just touch it over. Fake this. 50 it. 50 that. Make this guy panic. We're getting all of this damage. Cheeky damage. Cheeky damage. And he hit it back to me. If I'd have been at 100 boost, I could have re-challenged that. Don't sit on top of the holes, sit behind the holes. Good touch. Fine, he gets the free clear there. His teammate saved them from me dribbling that and getting damage in the front. I'm gonna take this shot. I said, I'm gonna take that shot. Again, if you're not gonna come challenge me, I'm going to fucking take that damage or you're net. There's no reason for one of you not to be up there. Come in for that shit. That's dumb. Stop giving me space to do whatever I please. I'm going to score on you. But I think that basically wraps up the stream. We're coming up at about 2 hours. And, well, I'm starting to fucking sweat because it's getting hot as shit in here. My shit's up to fucking 90 degrees. Cool. Yeah. It's 81 outside despite it being hailing and raining and shit. Shit sucks. Do you play this game obsessively? I mean, I wouldn't say I play Rocket League obsessively. It's kind of just for streams and just to, you know, pass the game away. As you've seen, I just uninstalled Rocket League to put on Trackmania, and I played through the campaign, getting golds on most of the maps till that shit got convoluted, and then I went back, so... Would you say that I play the game obsessively? When it's kind of something I used to kill time? I don't know. I used to. I used to spend 8 hours a day playing Rocket League. Non-stop. Every day. And I did that for about 2 months, practicing all of the different mechanics and shit like that. My skills have atrophied since then, but, you know, I used to play this shit obsessively because I wanted to get better in it. Now it's just like, you know, drinking the cold beer at the end of the day, you know? Do I play Rocket League obsessively? That's a interesting question to ask myself. And Rocket League's not the only game that I play. It's just the only game that's easily available to stream. Why use the word obsessively? Why not say, do you play the game daily? I guess I can show you what I'm looking at. Epic. You can't see my screen, yeah. He's asked me this question. Do you play this game obsessively? Yes, no, or not relevant. And then your response helps us improve this game's reviews for all players. Oh, but then shit. Hell nah. Ain't no way in hell I'm helping fucking Rocket League's fucking reviews and all of that shit. Because if I would have hit yes, they would have said, write a review for this game. And my review would not have been a happy review. I would have basically said, good game, toxic community. Do not recommend playing. And that kinda is where I sit when it comes to Rocket League. I can't recommend a game that has such a fucking dog shit community to it. It don't sit well with me. Now, if you have friends and you want to play custom maps and you don't want to play online, you want to play against the bots and all of that and just have a chill game to play, yeah, Rocket League is right up your alley. But if you want to play against other people and all of that, no. I do not recommend that shit. Five add-ons, 6 add-ons, what the fuck? Anyway, that is going to be the end of the stream. I think I might play through Phoenix Point. I need to decide whether or not I want to put Phoenix Point on stream. Because while I'm playing Phoenix Point, you'd be lucky if you're going to see a Rocket League stream. Phoenix Point is created by a group of people that made the XCOM series. So, I mean, like, and it takes forever and a day to actually get through missions and all of that while keeping your people alive. I mean, the fastest I beat the game is 2 days and 2 sittings. But I mean, I'd already beaten the game before, so I knew exactly what research and what missions to do and what areas to go to. So I could just pre-game that shit and get there. So I mean, you can beat the game in 2 days. But your first playthrough, which you're probably going to fail, by the way, unless you're playing on, like, stupid easy baby mode, which you still probably are going to fail anyway, but you're probably going to fail your first gameplay through because you're not going to understand exactly what the game's trying to do. And it took me failing my first run to understand. Phoenix Point has... Let me actually... Desktop. Phoenix Point Complete Edition upgrade. I already have the Complete Edition. I don't know why you're trying to sell me some shit that I already have. Character customization, highly recommend it. This is Phoenix Point. You got vehicles, you have your XCOM type of turn or movement turn system, turn-based system. There you go. You got big bosses, shit like that. You got mutations, cybernetic upgrades, whole bunch of different factions, things like that. 4 years of development, and they haven't steered us wrong. I put in money back when it was just a, when they were fundraising for that shit. I put in all the money in the world to see this shit to fruition, and a whole bunch of other people have as well. So my actual name, is in the character pool, so you might get me as a soldier and all of that. And I'm in the, supposed to be in the credits. I haven't beat the game to see if I'm in the credits, but I'm supposed to be included in the credits and all of that shit too, with all the other supporters and shit. There we go. It's character customization, highly recommended, extremely fun, very challenging combat, amazing storyteller, quickly understood controls. True. True. Now, for those of you that are XCOM nuts, you have to keep in mind that this is your turn-based system, what everything looks like. You have to keep in mind that it's different. XCOM, well, like XCOM, you have a chance to hit other enemies and things like that. However, that chance to hit is, a chance for, you get like a circle or some shit. And you can actually aim your shots into specific areas and specific things. So if you can't see the target, you can manually aim with like one of your heavies, and you can blow up their cover and then attack them through the cover, even though you don't necessarily have, a target lock on them. And you can shoot, blow up, and do a whole bunch of different things to expose them. But back to what I was saying, the shooting system, whatever weapon you have, takes a specific shot at an enemy, which all of their body parts and all of that have different health values, and disabling parts of their body parts gives them negatives. Like the alien crab guys, some of them have weapons for arms, and then they have a claw they can hit you with. If you shoot them in their arm and disable their arm will pop off and they can no longer shoot at you. But what's scary about the game is, anytime an opponent shoots at you, you have to go with the assumption that you're going to take damage. It is very rare that you're not going to take some sort of damage in this game unless you have perfect positioning and shit like that and understand the core mechanics of the game. Each individual bullet that comes out of your weapon has a hit marker associated with it in most cases. Now, there are some perks and shit that, you know, will help you dodge fire and all of that, and sometimes a bullet will clip your player, but it's considered a dodge because, you know, you're using a specific skill that allows you to dodge that volley of fire. But each individual bullet has its own hit marker, regular gameplay. So if your gun does, say, 10 damage and shoots 10 bullets, as you look at that alien and you shoot, and only 2 of your bullets hit, it's not going to be a full hit for 10 damage. You're only going to do 2 of that 2 damage, or 2 of the 10 damage, because 2 of your bullets hit. 10 bullets, 1 damage each bullet, 10 damage. So the 2 bullets that did hit are going to do 1 damage respectively, and then the rest of the bullets are going to be misses. Unlike XCOM, it was either a hit or miss system. If you hit, you did the same amount of damage as your weapon does. So, same scenario in XCOM. If it says that you hit, all of your bullets could literally miss and they would take 10 damage. Phoenix Point further defined that system. Also, depending on where your bullets hit, you may or may not get damaged. Some, like the crab enemies, some of them have like carapaces and all of that that have, you know, a default set of armor associated with them. So if 2 of the 10 of your bullets hit, but 1 of them hits its armor and it only loses an armor, you know, piece or something like that, you know, a little bit of armor off of that shit, and 1 bullet hits them in, you know, a regular soft spot, you're only going to get 1 damage for that volley, and the other one's going to deflect off the armor. So, aiming and, you know, keeping in mind the accuracy of your soldiers and shit like that's important. Me personally, I give everybody fucking snipers, except for the occasional heavy. I'll give them, you know, like an actual pack and everything so they can go around and fuck shit up, because they do a lot of damage and can destroy a bunch of shit. But the majority of my squad is outfitted with snipers. It's only a single bullet, but the damage that some of the snipers do, especially upgraded and shit like that, is kind of insane. Plus the long distance targeting and shit helps towards, you know, the middle/end of the game, where they get snipers and shit too, and they can actually fuck you up quite easily. I'm not gonna throw away or give out the information on that particular enemy, but they're annoying. They will snipe the shit out of your people. Your people can be crippled just like they can. If your soldier gets shot in the arm while wielding a 2-handed weapon, he can no longer use his 2-handed weapon. He won't drop it or anything, but, you know, he just won't be able to shoot with it. So now you have to rely on your pistol, which is a 1-handed weapon, if you even gave them a pistol. And that's kind of what's interesting. So here's the aim system. When you first click on them, you'll get to this screen like this. It'll show you the accuracy where you should be expected to hit. Is this inner circle where you expect to hit. This outside circle is where you can hit. So you want to aim this inside circle, like he said, perfectly center on the head, so you can at least guarantee a little bit of damage to this head. However, depending on your soldier stats and all of that shit, this can be, you know, way the fuck out here, or this could be, you know, perfectly aligned with this, and this could be farther in a tighter circle. So when he shoots, even at this distance, it shows you how much damage is going to come off of that. These 2 bars is armor, I'm pretty sure. So this is how much damage you can expect to deal to that particular target. And depending on where he aims, as you can see, there's a free aim button to go into this and actually aim this. Depending on where he aims, he can do more or less damage. This is the sniper unit, by the way, that I was talking about, but that's not giving away what this unit does by telling you that's the sniper unit. But that's kind of what the game looks like. The place that they're in, I've been there, this shit's rough. For those of you that know what this map is, those can be rough. Especially if it's a citadel. So this should be a citadel, by looking at the walls and shit. And the area around it. So there's your basic aiming system. No, you don't get to take control of them and, you know, aim that shit like it's Call of Duty or some shit. You just aim the little cursor where they're wanting to shoot. But this is leaps and bounds above XCOM. Here you go. Here's the targeting system. This is the free aim system. He puts this shit on the head. And this is showing you how much damage that you can be expecting to deal to them. This guy would die. This little bar system right here shows you how much damage you're going to do on top of the health bar. This guy would die if he hits him in the fucking face. Well, he won't die, but his head will be his head will be disabled. Let me reverse this shit. This gives you the health bar on his particular head. This is his health bar up here. He has 110 health. Destroying his head will do all of that damage there, and he'll lose all the way down to there in HP. Taking out his head, and if he disables his head by taking out that, this guy is going to be at a bleeding proc of 10 bleed per turn. Willpower is going to go down -8, and his max hit points are going to go down by -10. Willpower is the things that keep the people in line. Somebody that has no willpower will run away, they'll panic, they'll, you know, do dumb shit, you won't have control of them. Willpower is also tied into your powers and abilities. You will lose willpower as you use your abilities and things like that. So they are tied together. So bear in mind, well, some are tied together. There's a lot of skills that are based off willpower. Not all of them, but there are a lot. So keep in mind and be sparingly as you're using your abilities and skills and things like that, because they can drain your people's willpower and then they can panic. Very good aim system. Again, this is an armored carapace. You got a pincer. He has a shield. You can shoot his arm and he'll drop his shield. You can shoot his pincer and make it to where, well, he has a secondary attack. He spits acid. This particular version, I don't think spits acid. Well, no, he has the pincer, so yeah, this version probably does. I can't quite remember. There's a version that does and a version that doesn't. I think this is the version that spits acid, but it doesn't say if disabled gets rid of the acid spitting or any of that, so I don't know. So, if you do disable his pincer, he's probably just going to spit acid at you. So, bear in mind what you're disabling, and as you learn, you know, what the particular abilities of them are. It has your classical, you know, XCOM research system and all of that. You got to keep in mind that, hey, If I shoot him in the fucking face and all of that, then he has no ranged attack, so I just need to stay out of his movement range and get around him to shoot past his shield. Whereas, if I'm foolish and take out his pincer first, his close range attack and all of that, he now has a long range attack that he's going to shoot at me every time. And I got to make sure that I can outdistance that or be in cover so I don't get covered with that shit. Here is, well, this is one of the bosses, and this is a citadel. And here's all of the people facing that particular boss. You can have 6 in a squad, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have up to 6 people in the squad. XCOM limited to 4. This game allows you to have up to 6. Any vehicles that you take up squad point or squad positions though. So if you take up a heavy, armored big vehicle, you might lose, 2 to 4 slots. But you'll have that vehicle to play with and all of that. So you'll have 2 people and then a gigantic ass vehicle. Or 4 people in a vehicle. So keep in mind that yeah. Vehicles are good, vehicles are strong, vehicles are powerful and all of that, and allow you to do things that you can't normally do. However, you're losing manpower. That's that same boss up close. You can see how tall and terrifying it is. Shooting at a baby. This is an alien nest. These things right here shoot out fog and then alert everybody else in the area to your presence. This is kind of the story system and all of that. Messages about things that have happened, etc., etc. Here's, well, a sniper. And regular sniper troop garments and all of that shit right there. This is the base building system. Keep in mind that you have fuel and a time system associated to when you're moving on the world map. You can only go so far with your vehicles before you have to stop at a haven or something for fuel. And you move from haven to haven until you get to where you need to go. If you build bases, you can recruit, you can build different, utility bases and things like that. Keep in mind that wherever you're placing buildings is super important. If you're planning on playing Phoenix Point, keep in mind that where you are placing buildings is important because Phoenix Point has a raid system where the enemy will occasionally raid your base. And the closer you get to the end of the game, the more the raids go up on your bases. If you're going to make bases, leave personnel at your particular bases to protect that shit. Because if not, you're going to be flying across the map trying to get back to defend your base. You can have an unlimited amount of, at least to my knowledge, an unlimited... Well, I think I was able to get 3 before the end of the campaign, so I can't say unlimited. But I know you can have at least up to 3 spaceships that you can leave stationed at different bases, and each spaceship has a different crew that patrols a particular area. Because it is an all at the end of the day. Between different factions, between, them and the aliens and everything. Everything's in fucking chaos. In invasions, however you set up your base depends on how many rooms you have to hide in and how many things you need to defend. I'm not going to say where the enemies drop into your particular base. But I mean, those with brains could probably figure out the easiest place where people could invade your base into. And depending on what buildings or rooms that you build, you could literally just be setting yourself up for failure. Enemies come into your base to kill your personnel and to destroy your rooms, which then have to be repaired and rebuilt. Very expensive. Like that. Just an energy generator. Costs 250 supplies, 50 tech, and then takes 3 hours. Or 3 days? Is it 3 days or 3 hours? I think it's 3 hours to build that shit. And happen to repair that shit every time because you put your energy generator too close to an entry point. This just means that you can't build there, is what these concrete areas mean. Because you build your energy generator in the wrong spot, they then land right next to that shit, run into that shit, because, you know, you don't kill them quick enough, and then they destroy your energy generation. Energy generator powers the entire thing. The more things that you add in, the more energy it costs. 1 energy there, 3 energy there, 2 energy there, 3 there, 1 there. If you don't have enough energy, buildings get shut down, and you no longer are able to access them. That's bad. As you can see, this base carries 2 aircrafts, 2 vehicles. Its power consumption's 11 out of 20. 5 personnel is at the base. Area scan, which scans the area around the base. This is how you find things on the map, is by scanning. And this is Phoenix Point. Current base of Phoenix Point. So this is the main base that you start with. As you can see, they have a decent amount of everything. You would like to see a lot more, but this is probably towards the beginning of the game. This will be the world map. So this gigantic ass red bubble that you see is the aliens area, basically. This is the shit where they're operating in and all of that. You'll have multiple of these throughout the game. They will be everywhere in the planet. This bright ass circle that's around like this shows you how far that you can move before you run out of gas. So as you move to an area, this thing's gonna shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink until it gets, you know, around your ship and you can no longer move. If you run out of gas, they have emergency buttons and shit that you can hit down here to refuel your plane and all of that in emergencies, but it costs a fuck ton of resources to emergency refill. You don't want to do that shit. Instead, you stop by havens and shit like that that can give you repairs. You give you fuel and all of that, and you just hop back and forth between, you know, known havens to get fuel back. But at the beginning here, here's a nest, which is inside of the red fog. Generally, you'll have a nest that develops into a citadel inside of the red fog. And inside of this, anything that's inside this red bubble can be attacked. So as things sit now, any type of bases or havens, these are factions, the little symbols here are different factions. These guys can be attacked by aliens at any time and whatnot. And this game is so good on, if you don't have multiple squads set up, making you choose. Like, you'll have this shit get attacked at the same time, and then you'll have some shit like over here getting attacked at the same time. And you'll only have time to get to one of them. So you can go all the way over here to save your buddies that you're more in, you know, in the story with. Or you can stop here and save these guys, but that haven over there is going to be destroyed for good. That's the end of them. Bye-bye. As you can see, factions have more than one havens, and they also have a central place where they have a very strong amount, and you'll have factions dotted around them because their main base is over there. Now, you have the option to raid other factions and all of that to steal materials and tech and everything else from them. Specific faction location gives you specific things. However, every time you attack, like you see the little boxes below this means that they're going to give you supplies. I am still in desktop view, right? Yeah. This means this is going to give you supplies, and I think that's a text symbol, but I'm not entirely sure. So if you raid them, you'll probably get supplies, or you'll give you the option to give something else, possibly, depending on what it is. However, raiding them and taking from them is going to lower their overall defense. Each base has a defense rating and a number. And if the aliens start attacking, let's say this faction, and they have 1,000 defense points, and the aliens has like 50 defense points, yeah, they're gonna curb stomp the alien faction and all of that. And in this one instance, you might want to go save the other people that are weaker and actually need the help, and let them handle their business. However, if aliens keep launching attacks of 50 on that, they're going to eventually bring that 1,000 down to 998, to 990, down to 950, down to 900, and it's going to slowly but surely keep fucking draining that shit down until the aliens finally conquer the havens. So you got to keep in mind that even though they're strong, doesn't mean that you can just leave them alone. If anything, you can actually get a lot more shit going after the small battle, because you know you're just going to come in and kill like 5 dudes. 1 dude, 2 dudes, something like that, and it's going to be done. Whereas over here, where they're failing in defense, a boss might just drop in and fuck shit up. So it's better to get the rewards for, you know, defending a very quick, you know, haven and all of that. Might be more worth it, especially if you're in dire need of stuff, than actually going and playing the hero. And that's kind of where the Phoenix Point strategy comes in. You cannot do this all with one squad. The first time I failed, I played the shit, you know, beforehand when it was in beta and they haven't released it into a game, so I already known, you know, the basis of how the game worked. First thing I did was make 2 ships, then I took 1 ship over to another side of the map, build a base, and then I stayed and patrolled with the ship on my side. Slowly built up 2 bases and all of that shit. Getting everything set. Anytime the aliens were attacking havens and the havens outnumbered them, I was like, fuck it, they're winning that shit, I ain't gotta worry about it. Let me just get my shit built and, you know, all of that other shit. Well, in this game, the end game of this game, you have to ally with a faction, whether it's your own or another faction, to win the game. Every faction's doing their own research in the interim period. You can add to their research to make their research faster, or you can just let them do everything on their own and then, you know, not provide assistance and they'll get there eventually. But we're also talking 180 days versus like 50 days if you add in your own research and all of that, and, you know, keep advancing the story with a particular faction. Problem is, you're on the time limit. This up here is your time limit. The more the aliens complete research, take over shit, etc., and the more missions that you fail that are relevant, the more these bars are going to be added to this. Fail condition is when I don't remember, because it used to be a fail condition on when all of the factions get destroyed. Basically, humanity gets wiped out is the fail condition for this. But I was playing at a harder difficulty level, and I actually failed my campaign when half of the fucking havens and all of that shit basically got wiped out. Well, I'd probably say like 25%. Well, under 30% of the factions were remaining is basically that. As you can see up here, this is how much humanity is left. If you're playing on easy, once this shit hits 0%, you are done. That is the end of that. Your campaign is over. This bar fills up, the enemy completes their Mongo Dungo project. and it's basically the end of the campaign. So you gotta keep in mind, you have to do missions to juggle this bar and keep it low, while also protecting havens and all of that shit. So if the enemies finish their final project and unleash hell, you fail. If you don't protect enough factions and havens and all of that, you fail. You have to play the hero, and it's going to be sad because you're going to have injured soldiers wanting to be healed, and you're not going to have time to get back to, you know, a base to drop off your injured soldiers and switch out. So you're going to be sending your injured soldiers out for another, you know, battle when they're low on HP and shit, and you're going to have to adjust yourself to playing that to keep them alive. This is part of the DLC. If you don't have the DLC for this, you probably won't ever run across this. This is not relevant to the story, but it's cool as shit playing these areas. You get a lot of good shit from these, but they're not relevant. Another enemy. This one's a pain in the ass. I'm not going to tell you what this does, but once you run into it, you'll learn to fear it. You will fear the absolute fuck out of it. Basic ass centipede fucking looking motherfucker. You'll learn to fear it. Might be a snake. I don't know if it's a centipede or a snake. I never looked into it. I was too busy fucking cowering in fear. I believe this is that new faction that they added in way back when. I haven't played since this, so I don't know what this is. Wait, no, this might still be that other DLC that I was talking about. I don't remember. I know these guys are part of that DLC, because the Shielded Boys and all of that. If you do the Crystal DLC and all of that. No, I remember him. He sits stationary until you activate him. I remember that. That's the same DLC. Somebody used the character customization to make, whatchamacallit, from The Walking Dead, it looks like. Or they downloaded a mod if mods are available for the game. I'm not entirely sure. Official release date was 7/21/2022 on the complete edition, by the way, so it's actually released as a game. You got equipment that you can throw into them. This guy's got a shotgun, a grenade, a regular rifle, and he's got basic trooper equipment. You got to keep in mind that the more shit that you throw on him, the more weight he's going to have and the less movement speed that he's going to have. So if you look at the encumbrance meter, he's at 15 out of 18. He's going to be slow as absolute shit because his encumbrance is high. And I believe the way the encumbrance system works is per one encumbrance that you have, you get one movement space or distance. So unless he has some sort of skill to move, this guy is going to be stuck to moving like 3 to 5, because you might get a complimentary 2. I don't necessarily remember. It's been like a year, 2 years actually, or some shit since I played. It might have been just a year. But he's going to be moving very, very slow. He's only going to be moving like 3 movement spaces, possibly 4 or 5, because I mean, he has experience. They can easily just add points in the speed and strength. Speed gives you extra movement and all of that. So even though he's at that, he has a high amount of speed, so he might move like 5 or 6 because his speed is high, but his encumbrance is high, so he's going to get a dock from that shit. Strength gives you more encumbrance. The higher your strength is, the more shit that you can carry. But if you have a high strength and high encumbrance, your speed's not going to be that high because you don't have anything in your speed stat. I don't know the official formula, but with this guy having, 14 speed and almost full encumbrance, that mix and match and everything like that, he's probably going to be able to move like 6 spaces, 5 or 6, somewhere around there, if I remember properly. As you can see, his stealth is absolute dog shit. His accuracy is minus 20% of whatever his accuracy is for the shot. So he's not going to be super, super accurate. His perception's kind of sort of high, so he is going to be able to see things at a farther distance. His stamina is 40, and his hit points is 180. Not bad. Not bad. Again, some skills use willpower, some skills use stamina, shit like that. All different stats, all different things comes from different places. You're gonna come to love this map. This particular variant of map, you're gonna come to love this shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Of course they're gonna end it with him. That's a good picture, though. Specific unit does a specific thing. Not super strong at what they do if you know how to handle them. If you don't know how to handle them, they may roll your entire party. Sad thing is even though they're kind of big, bad, and scary, there is a scarier thing that can pop up in these particular maps than just this guy. This guy is kind of like a toothpick compared to the bigger and scarier things. But if you do run into this guy and you don't handle him properly, you could lose a unit. Phoenix Point, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what kind of viewer base Phoenix Point has. Because, I mean, I obviously want to play it again sometime in the future, because it's now the complete edition and all of that shit. But at the same time, I'm also like, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Not entirely sure about that. I'm curious, though, why it says Phoenix Point Complete Edition Upgrade. The Complete Edition includes all released DLC, which I already have. So I guess maybe the edition that I have is just a specific Backers Edition, like it was before. That includes everything and a little extra bonus to it. So buying the Complete Edition is kind of basically useless to me. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DLCs in my library. On my Phoenix Point, it says that I have 6 add-ons for it. So I have all the DLCs and all of that shit. I have one that says 5 and one that says 6. This one says 5 add-ons, this one says 6 add-ons, so one was the Game of the Year edition, or whatever the hell they released, and then the other one's the backer build, like, complete edition that gives me everything and a little extra. So I have everything for this game, and it's a lot cheaper to be a backer and to get all the things like that than to actually buy the shit straight out. I feel bad for you guys that actually like the XCOM series and all of that and have to buy everything from the start to the finish. Because goddamn. But this ain't bad. The base game is $30. And then you can get the complete edition upgrade for $14.99. But that might just be because, you know, through me. Because I already have all the shit. I don't know why I would ever throw money into the complete edition. Because I already own all the DLCs. But I mean, fuck it. It's a good game. I wouldn't mind buying that shit too. Shit is only $15 for me. Just to kind of say thank you, as a final thank you for giving me all of the content and shit for free for being a backer. They didn't have to. They really didn't. They could have said, we're making a new XCOM, give us first DLC for you. People would have said shit. Instead, they went the extra mile. And they made a fuck ton of money. They have a post on their Discord saying how much money they made out of everything. And I'm like, God damn. They made money. But they also spent a lot of money to get the graphics and all of that where they need to be. I played this shit on my old graphics card and I wasn't able to use, you know, the super ultra graphics and all of that. I came close, but I couldn't quite run things at the full battle rattle, you know, the full shebang. Now that I have a new upgraded CPU in there that can handle that shit, I might just play it through just to see what kind of, you know, amazing graphics. Because even where I had my graphics at, the game was breathtaking and amazing looking, played well, had a story, had everything that basically I could ever want in a goddamn game. And the best thing about it is it wasn't fucking senselessly multiplayer with trash ass fucking teammates bringing you down. Although I think it would be nice, if they haven't already, added in a multiplayer to where, you know, you can create, like, alright, let's say, for example, everybody's in campaign. You can select one soldier from your campaign and upload to, like, an online, you know, game and all of that. Have all of your buddies upload one soldier, or two if it's only 3 of you playing. And then you each control the soldiers that you uploaded and all of that. And then difficulty be scaled based off of, you know, the level of your soldiers, what they have on them, etc., etc. And then the game and all of that be calculating and increasing the difficulty or whatnot, you know, based off of that. And all of you just play like an online campaign together. That's separate from your main campaign, so if your character dies, you're not losing them or anything like that. But, you know, having a co-op campaign going that's the tug of war mechanic and all of that shit, where you all can go out and, you know, commandeer your own fucking ships and all of that, make your own squads if you have to, or all of you go to one area together, and it just be like separate but together. So as you're knocking out missions, they're knocking out missions, and all of you guys can go together and play together in the same mission, or you can go separate, and each and every one of you can just knock out missions and alien threats and shit like that, and you become a well-oiled team and all of that. I think that would be fucking amazing. I could care less for like the anti-alien, you know, PvP type shit, or the alien PvP shit. I don't care about that. I wouldn't give another person control of the aliens, because the aliens are pretty fucking radical on their goddamn own. Plus, you're open the game up to exploits and cheats and things like that when you have another team going up against another team. So I definitely wouldn't do the PvP thing, but it would be pretty cool being able to co-op in your campaign and all of that with other people. Again, not necessarily in your campaign, because if something happens or they do something fucking stupid, I don't think you should be stuck to carry that burden because somebody misplayed. Have, like, you know, a separate multiplayer file, you know, like games are doing more nowadays. They have a single player file that goes in a different file, and then a multiplayer file that's a different world. Terraria is a good example of that, where you have a single player file and a multiplayer file. You can also copy your single player file over to your multiplayer file if you want to, and let your friends share the world that you build and things like that if you really want to go down that path. I think that would be super fucking nice. Anyway, that is the end of the stream. We are coming up about 2 hours 42 minutes in. I'm starting to get hungry because I haven't really ate much today. I don't think I actually ate anything today. I've been drinking the fuck out of some Propel water and getting calories that way. Propel water has 0 calories, by the way. It's a joke. But anyway, That's it for me. I'm out. Peace.